And everybody says, there goes Disney leaking again. Today, folks, we're telling you how they've lost the PR win. It turns out that the House of Mouse let out, earlier than they anticipated, Black Panther 3 and Cars 4 are on the way. It's an assembly line of sequels. Sorry, Bob, we've got the squeakles. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the channel. We've got bad puns, and we like it that way. But we're having fun, and we hope you are too. Click the like button, and we're going to show you what's coming out on the horizon of Disney. There's only one problem. Just like they destroyed Horizons at Epcot, they did not want these releases to ever see the light of day until they were ready. What will they do now? Well, we've got Hollywood experts who will tell you what Disney is likely to do to try to squelch the fact that somebody belched out announcements before they wanted them so. All right, here is the story. It starts with MovieWeb. It says Disney Leak reveals another major Pixar sequel is in the works. When they said they were going to go into sequel assembly line status, well, they meant it. This is by Archie Finn. Says this year's D23 should have seen the return of the multiple-time Piston Cup winner Lightning McQueen. Ka-ching ka-chow. As Disney accidentally revealed, Cars 4 was once part of the event's lineup. It's been 7 years since the word ka-chow was blasted from theater speakers in Cars 3. And like all great Disney Pixar movies, fans want more. Wow. Thanks to an official survey on the D23 website, fans now know that Cars 4 could be in development. The survey asked fans which project they're most looking forward to at the Disney-centric convention. Surprisingly, Cars 4 was listed among the movies. Cars 4 hasn't officially been announced by Disney or Pixar, and some audiences believed Cars 3 was the definitive end to the franchise. It is now expected that Disney will announce the fourth installment very soon to get ahead of the leak. But like a company with real prostate issues, Disney is not done leaking just yet. Folks, take a look at this out of The Hollywood Reporter by Alex Weprin. Black Panther 3. Denzel Washington says Ryan Coogler is writing role for him in next film. Marvel has not officially confirmed that a third film is in the works, but Washington, speaking to Australia's Today Show, says that the director is crafting a role for him. Whoops. And by the way, I love any movie that Denzel Washington is in, but I do have a criticism here, but not of Denzel. He is a Titan, and we always remember the Titans here. The Marvel Cinematic Universe appears ready to return to Wakanda. Marvel Studios has not officially confirmed that a third film in the Black Panther franchise is in the works, but actor Denzel Washington on Tuesday indicated that there is and that he will have a role. Speaking to the Today Show on Australia's Channel 9 as part of a Gladiator 2 press junket, Washington said that director Ryan Coogler is writing a part for him in the next film. When asked about his future plans, Washington said that, and I wish I could do a Washington voice. Trust me, I wish I could. At this point in my career, I'm only interested in working with the best, and I don't know how many more films I will make. Probably not that many. Oh, please, don't say that. I want to do things that I haven't done. I played Othello at 22. I'm now going to play it at 70, he continued. After that, I'm playing Hannibal. After that, I've been talking with Steve McQueen about a film. After that, Ryan Coogler is writing a part for me in the next Black Panther. Now, the fascinating thing about what he said is that also gives us a timeline, because we can go and check some of these films and see when they're going into production and when we anticipate they'll come out. Gives us an idea of how long it's going to be for Black Panther. Now, here's the criticism, guys, and I'll be interested to hear what you have to say. We'll start with Andre since he's short on time. I find it fascinating not only that Disney is going into this major sequel push across all of their divisions, but also I think it's bizarre to continue the Black Panther franchise when Black Panther isn't going to be in yet another film. Like, I don't know. It's like having James Bond, but 7 movies in, you only had him in the first. If you're not going to recast the hero, and we believe they're going to go with Storm from the X-Men as the lead for the next Wakanda film, but if you're not going to have Black Panther, why call it Black Panther 3? I don't understand. Andre, what do you make of all of this?
Marketing. I think that they're trying to bring back some kind of male Black Panther. Maybe he's an uncle or something like that. Who knows? Because this came when basically Denzel Washington decided, screw it, I'm going to tell you everything I'm doing for the rest of my career, and that's when this came out. So we weren't supposed to know this. I'm not surprised that Marvel are doing a Black Panther 3, because the first one was such a giant hit. The second one less so, but it was still earning well enough that they're going to continue with it. Now, what kind of ideas do they have for it? That, of course, is the big question. You can easily do a Black Panther 3, but is this like Shuri Part 2? Is this something else? That we don't know. So I will actually defer judgment until we know more. I mean, Ryan Coogler and Denzel Washington, that tends to be a match made in heaven elsewhere. Ryan Coogler on Black Panther, hit and miss. So let's see what they do with this. I will defer judgment. I mean, this is one of the sequels that I actually don't mind Marvel doing too much, because now they kind of like ruined the Black Panther franchise. Well, do another one to either set it right or kill it completely. That's entirely up to them.
Well said. And, my sources have said that it's looking like they're going to go with Storm, but we don't know that yet. And this is still a ways off, and they haven't apparently written the script yet. But I would anticipate, given how poorly Black Panther 2 did in merchandise sales, different than box office, they're going to try to find a way to fix that. Paul, when you look at leaks coming out for Disney such as these, where I think we can definitively say now Black Panther 3 is coming, we essentially now know that Cars 4 is on the way. How do you handle this if you're a studio? Do they just go ahead now and make the announcement, or do you sit on it and say, well, maybe, even though this got leaked from us?
Oh, no, you have your own schedule. You stick to your own schedule.
Yeah.
Get the leaks. I think what they're doing is combining Cars with Black Panther and get a really good ghetto vibe.
So it's going to be a Di Tommaso Pantera.
That's Italian.
Yeah, well, it was a car.
It's Italian, but and that add the Latino neighborhood, so you have lowrider.
Well, they did that in Black Panther 2, and it wasn't well received. There was tension there between the various communities.
But it's one way to make sure that they've got some really good toys to market, because kids still love the cars.
That's a great
anyway.
Lightning Washington.
I think Coogler's not an incompetent individual. I think they went emotionally overboard with the death of the actor in the second movie, and I think Black Panther is a fantastic franchise. In many ways, it's probably one of the better ones they still have available, because they didn't run it through the bizarre timeline machine.
Are we in a place now where we can just assume that if something exists inside a franchise, that movies are going to continue in that franchise forever?
Yeah, so why not? I mean, sure. If you're a business person, you'd at least contemplate that. And then I would go for every single franchise that what's that weird time shifting department that Marvel has?
The Time Variance Authority.
Yeah, I'd go, what properties have not been touched by that piece of shit?
So, folks, Shadow is declaring for you, and I think he's right. There's only two. There are only two franchises / films that you can rest assured. Well, maybe three that you can rest assured they will not bring back. Back to the Future,
right?
Roger Rabbit, Song of the South. Those are never coming.
And Snow White has been done to death.
Oh, don't worry,
or
Lou.
Will be.
You'll get more of that.
Now, Cinderella, the whole horrible story, the prequel of what a nasty little kid she was before she found joy in glass slippers. That could be done.
No. Right. She had white privilege. She had French Cinderella privilege. She's another. She's another Antoinette. All right. Well, lest we get Antoinetted for holding our guests over,
let them eat popcorn buckets.
We Zibatel.
You mean the shoes, the glass shoe popcorn buckets?
Yeah,
that could actually sell. As ever, folks, we endeavor to have a good time here on the Pro Channel, and I have to say that spending time with you, talking about things that truly matter, like the stories that shape our lives and our culture, well, it is the ride of a lifetime, to steal from Bob Iger. And that's the only thing we'll steal from Bob, because he has great security around his yacht. Folks, as we get ready to say goodbye, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment right on down below. Let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear from you. And folks, worry not, for more content is still on the way. 3 or 4 times a day. Let's do 4. I think that's better. And you know what? Don't forget that the Pro Show is live Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern. You can also join us for our friends on That Park Place, our partner program. We have a good time there too. Folks, until the next time we get the opportunity to have a good time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as ever, keep having fun.